Insistence is resistance. When you are manifesting or you are looking for a new reality, or you're looking to create a new reality, or you're expecting something, and you are insistent on it appearing in the way in which you've imagined it, most of the time, you're actually causing a resistance from this new reality actually appearing in your life. You are actually working against it. So, you see, the thing is, when we want to have something, we all have desires, and as human beings, we have this insatiable aspect of ourselves that always wants to experience more. So you may have dreams, you may have visions, and you may be working on them, and you may be thinking to yourself, man, why isn't it happening? Why is it taking so long? What's making it take so long? This is how I imagine it will happen. And you're so insistent on it happening the way in which you imagined it. And when you do this, sometimes you may even be working against your higher self, or you may be working against source, or the different energies that are working to bring this to you. So you may be thinking you want a job as an analyst, right? But to make a certain amount of money. But maybe the universe has different plans for you to make you a CEO. But because you're insistent on being an analyst, because you think that is what is going to bring you the joy that you want, when the wave which the universe is working on is trying to move you in one direction, you don't want to go that way, because in your logical, straight-edged, masculine mind of how you're seeing the thing, no, it has to be analyst. It has to be analyst. So now you begin to even work against the forces that are working in your favor. So your insistence is actually causing resistance. It's like the wave of the flow of the river is moving you one way, but you are trying to swim upstream. You're just going to get tired. You're going to tire yourself out. You're going to get frustrated. And your insistence is causing resistance. Now, what you have to understand is, when you have a desire to be more, to have a new experience, usually what happens is your higher self, which is the greater part of you, which is also part of you, right? Separate from your egoic mind, for the sake of this conversation or for the sake of explanation, but it has the same goals that you have. It is here for a particular purpose. So when you have a desire, realize that desire is usually born as one with the higher self. So when you have that desire, excuse me, your higher self has already moved to that vibrational state of that desired outcome, that future outcome. And your higher self is experiencing that vibrational state and is standing in that new version of you. And your higher self then sends you signals of imagination to help guide you on how to get there. It's like how you want to get to a particular destination and you set your GPS coordinates, and the destination gets set, and now the voice sends you information: turn left, turn right, in 100 feet, turn right, keep going straight, things like that. In the same way, your higher self stands at that future position, that future vibrational state in the infinite field at that particular coordinate, and sends you information through intuition and through imagination. So for the example I use, maybe you want to be an analyst and you are thinking that I have to go through step 1, 2, 3, 4, but your higher self is like, no, forget that. The 1, 2, 3, 4 will make it take longer and will cause you more pain. So we're going to jump to step 6, and then we'll come back to step 3, and then go to step 9. And you're thinking about it like, well, that doesn't make sense. But one thing you have to realize is that higher self doesn't move in that logical framework. It experiences reality in terms of different timelines, and it's seeing things from the higher point of view. Sort of like you are in the thick of the forest, but your higher self is the eagle flying above that can see the pitfalls and the cliffs and the edges ahead of you. So it's telling you, no, don't go this way. Logically, with your egoic mind, your physical mind, you think you should go this way, but no, this is where you actually need to go, and it's going to lead you in the path of least resistance. But if you insist on going on the path that your egoic physical mind thinks is the path, well, you're not heading in the path of least resistance. You're actually you're actually causing strain. You're actually causing a lot of resistance to where you actually want to get to. So you have to understand this and realize that in life, if you want to achieve all the dreams you have and live your best life, you have to understand that you are not just your physical mind or egoic mind. You have to understand that there is a higher mind that's working with you, and your higher mind is closer to source energy, is closer to God. Your higher mind can see and understand things that your small egoic physical mind cannot. So it's about living life in that harmony with that higher self, living life in understanding how to move in unison and in harmony with this higher version of yourself, which can guide you through the right paths, through the path of least resistance, which sometimes, most of the time, is not a straight path. It has its challenges, right? And the challenges are not there to harm you. The challenges are there to make you more, because perhaps before you arrive at that final version of yourself, you need other tools and other skills so that you can become that version of yourself in its full splendor. And your higher self can see all of this, so it will take you through those paths. And those paths may seem like, oh, why did I have to go through all of this? But trust me, if you try to move through the path that you insisted on because of your egoic view, your egoic, logical, physical mind of how it's supposed to pan out, those challenges will even be more difficult, and it will take you a longer time. So you have to learn to understand, to move with your higher self, and to trust this, because it knows more, it sees more, and it is always working in your favor. It is looking out for you. It's working in your best interest. And when you can learn to trust your higher self and work this muscle of flowing through life and knowing that all is well, and everything that I am experiencing, it is working in my favor. When you learn to look at life through this perspective, now you're able to face challenges with a positive mind, so that no matter what comes your way, you will experience it. You will have the emotions, the disappointments and whatnot. But if you can always tune yourself into the mindset that, well, if I'm here, then it's something I have to experience, and let me look for the positives in here and work through that, you will always overcome those challenges, and you will gain gifts. You will become more, because your higher self is serving you, and you will learn to flow. You will learn to not insist, because you realize that when you insist, you are going against the powerful flow. You're swimming upstream. Your higher self is one with source. So it's like the wave is moving in one direction, and you as a singular individual self is trying to move in an opposite direction. Your insistence is causing resistance because you are trying so hard not to flow with the all. You're trying so hard not to flow with your higher mind, which is one with the all. So this is why your insistence is causing resistance, because your insistence is just seeing a small part of the picture. You don't see, you probably don't see 99% of the picture, and you're going against yourself. The very thing that you said you want, you are delaying it. You are making it harder for yourself to get, because you don't trust your higher self. You don't trust that you're covered. You don't trust that God, source energy, has your back. So learn to flow. Learn to understand the dynamics that are operating, and learn to expand your consciousness into greater awareness, and look out for the signs that your higher self and your higher mind is sending you. Look out for the paths that sort of come out of nowhere and lead you into new paths, and just trust the process. Trust that whatever you're experiencing is there to help you one way or another, and move with that positive mind irrespective of what you're experiencing, and you will realize life will unfold magically, and you will move through life with ease. And you will always choose ease, because ease feels better than that insistence. So don't live life trying to force things. whenever you feel like you are trying to force things, take a step back, relax, take a deep breath, meditate, get in contact with your higher self, go within, ask yourself, am I seeing this the right way? Ask for signs, ask for clarity, and don't be too fixated on your logical plan or how you think things should work out, and always be open to discernment and trust that you are working with the higher power that is always serving you, because it is you, and everything that you want and desire, it wants and desires as well, and it wants you to get it in the best way possible, in the path of least resistance, and in the path and in a way that will bring you far more than you imagine. And all this has to do with trust, and trusting the process, and knowing that the universe is here to serve you and is not here to make you suffer. It is here to help you, and it's there to help you achieve everything you also want to achieve. So meditate on this, think about this, and look at your life and see how you are probably being insistent on certain things and how that is causing you a lot of pain. And learn to flow, learn to relax, and know that everything will be all right. Everything is always all right if you stay in that positive mind and you trust source, and you trust that something greater than you is working with you. And look back on your life, look back on times when things have worked out, and use that as evidence, use that as organic matter to nourish the soil of your belief and your conviction and your knowing. And trust me, everything will work out. And the more you open yourself up and you open your eyes to see this more, you won't even need me to convince you, because your life experience will show you that you know this truth, and you'll see it magically unfolding all the time. And once you can master this, you will breeze through life, and life will be easy and will be ease. And whenever you face a challenge, you relish that challenge because you know you will overcome it and you will become more. So as always, thanks for tuning in to listen to this. I hope it's useful to you. I hope it's brought you some light in whatever dark place you are at this very moment in time, and know that whatever you're going through, you'll make it through. Trust that you're working with something greater, and that thing loves you and it's looking out for you. Take care, be well, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.